Hey guys, can you hear us? We're starting, and yeah, been some weeks since we came here to Mexico, and the um, the main topic of this live stream is to show you how we have experienced things changing so much regarding how the new Earth is building, and we are very excited about it. Like there's many things and many like activity happening that made us really feel that the new Earth is really building right now. And
Yes. So today, our message to you is one of hope, inspiration, and a bit of a kick of action.
yeah, so many of us think that the new Earth can be something out of space, some alien will come and rescue us and like take us somewhere, and all this like spiritual.
There are all kinds of strange ideas. I remember some years ago, I heard this channeled message from someone that the new Earth, that Earth is splitting in two vibrationally, and that some of us will somehow be transported to the new planet, some chosen ones, and I remember feeling so much grief.
Yeah.
I felt so sad about leaving this Earth behind, that is my home and my mother. And then I felt anger, and I had this anger coming through me saying, no, you know what? I'm gonna
stay.
I'm gonna do my best right here.
Yeah. Welcome, Sanmut and
You can
Anahata.
hear us. So happy to
Welcome,
see
guys.
you.
Let us know where are you watching us from. We are here in Mexico, near Morelia, such a beautiful place to be. And we love to know where you're watching us from. And yeah, it's like this YouTube community been like such a beautiful support and beautiful joy to have. So we'd love to know you more. And if you have any questions to us regarding New Earth, regarding any topic, you can leave it in the chat and we will answer you through the chat. Yeah.
So we've been participating in the Greater Reset. You might be familiar with the concept of the Great Reset, which is the agenda of
The globalist agenda, yeah.
globalist agenda of the what is it called? World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
And there is this parallel movement going on called the Greater Reset, which acknowledges that what we're going through in terms of a global reset is going to be much greater. In fact, it's going to be people driven.
Yeah.
And it's most of all, it's all about consciousness, the shift that is happening.
Yeah, and it's starting from bottom up, not top down approach. So that like just show the power that we have as a creator, as a powerful being to change reality. And the solution always, like in all kind of revolutions and all kind of social change, all the time the change come from people. So the Greater Reset is focusing on people, and we met so many amazing people there. Like it's really incredible. And the beautiful thing about this crowd that this event attracted, that all of them, I mean, most of them, I mean, everybody I met so far, except one person, me, I met, but all of them are so driven to make a change and willing to change themselves. So whenever I had a conversation with somebody and challenged them on anything regarding veganism, regarding privacy, regarding community, regarding spirituality, healing, they're having something in common to make reflection and to feel like, oh, yeah, that resonates. Oh, I get to change. And there was like many like situation where you feel like this heart soul connection with some people that felt like, wow, like we are so in tune and so committed to make a difference. And that felt like such a beautiful gift and such a beautiful crowd. So yeah, I highly recommend you to check if you want to come to the next one. They're gonna do a next one soon in a few months, so that will be like great opportunity for you, especially if you want to create like community, if you want to live alternative lifestyle. That would be like an amazing event for you to really connect with the right people. And also you can watch online, so we're gonna post the link after the live stream and you
Yeah.
can watch online. There's still today the topic is about building conscious community, which is I know something that many of you are interested in. So I really recommend you to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really inspires me the most in this gathering is that it's just people like us, like you and me, who've said, you know what, I don't resonate with the system, the current system. It does not match my values.
Yeah.
And I want to live according to my values. What can I do? And it's these people coming together saying, oh, we resonate. We see what's going on.
Yeah.
We have a shared vision. And that vision, like in a very high level, it's all about freedom. The freedom for everybody to be who they want to be, to spend their energy how they want to spend it, to move freely. And it's about
and
you wanna say
embracing difference. Like we see people having different visions, and like let's put it together and see. Like we don't need maybe to live together in the same eco village, but let's be near to each other. Even if not near to each other, let's be in connection. So in case some difficult time any community face, we can communicate and help each other and support each other. Like this feels so beautiful. And like we did like a sharing circle yesterday, and everybody shared their heart, and it's so beautiful. And like I would just like feel it's 180-degree contrast to what I've been experiencing living in Germany before here. It's just like people living in the city and feeling powerless and not being able to see or get a change. And here it feels like we're literally doing this change and making it happen step by step. And like really taking steps is wow. Like I'm so amazed with it. I'm gonna take a look at the chat. And Hada from Italy, welcome. And Hada, Sanfmut from Germany, you're very welcome. Watching Sanfmut saying watching the live stream. Watch the live stream yesterday. That's amazing. Yeah. Yesterday was the talk about privacy, which is something I'm realizing how important it is. Like if you want to be a free human being, we need to free ourselves from the track and trace and all this like implemented spyware in our phones and our laptop and our devices. So we need to free ourselves. So yesterday was the talk about this topic, and I would really recommend it to everybody. Self-Mood watched it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hi Marjo.
The biggest thing that we're getting out of this event though is actually the connections with people. It is that energy that you feel when you meet people who are like, yeah, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Like I'm already doing this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm creating this natural building material so that we can construct homes.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I've taken my kids out of school and now I'm like planning a way to educate children or like to help them to learn, say. You know, or like, oh, I already have a permaculture garden.
Yeah.
That I'm growing my food there. You can come visit. It's like there's like this beautiful masculine energy. I'm not talking about men specifically, but we all have that where it gets to be actualized into taking action. It is like conscious people who have that masculine drive coming together, actually creating.
Yeah. And like yesterday, there was a beautiful Mexican woman, and she was sharing how she'd been living in this community for many years, and she gave birth to kids there. And it's just so beautiful to see how excited and they're in alignment with non-harm principles and really making like permaculture project, trying to be sustainable, like all these things. Just it's so beautiful. Like it's so rare to hear about something happening like that in the city. So we start to see that the contrast and how the new earth gonna be built in a more like in a rich environment where nature respected and where nature is taken care of. And
what do you mean with rich environment? Like money rich?
Could be. Money rich is not a bad thing, but I mean rich environment regarding nature, like having abundance of space, abundance of earth. And I see earth as resources, because if we take care of earth, even if it was dry, we saw like some community, they have changed like the landscape in Egypt, in Middle East, from complete desert to a lot of trees, a lot of green area, and that's kind of like a blueprint for many people to follow. So I see that's like environment is rich by itself.
Yeah, and you know, most people
Hello, Shivani.
hesitate.
Nice to see you here. Yeah.
Most people hesitate, you know, creating new systems because we're really attached to the old one, you know, like we're scared, like, oh my God, can I live outside of cities? Can I live without my comforts, you know? And
Without
now,
my chocolate.
well, at the moment, many people are seeing that actually,
Yeah.
even when I'm in the city, my needs are still not met.
Yeah.
Especially with the thing that's going on.
Mm.
So, but this is where we need to ask ourselves if we want to be part of this transformation and, you know, just creating something that has never been created before. If you want to be part of that, you need to look at your own, you know, attachments and what is still hooking you. What's your hook to the old system?
I love this question. Right, what's your hook? What in the comment? I would love to read. What's your hook that keep you stay in the city if you are still
Is
in
it
the
fast
city?
food? Is it
fast delivery? Amazon delivery?
Is it the sense of like having a lot of people around, a lot of options?
Options, yeah. I think many of us were sold on the options. Like, oh, if you are in the city, you can meet so many people, you can go on so many dates, you can meet their perfect partner. Oh, there's more potential.
And also, I also still want to say that, you know, you can create new things within the city as well if that's your calling. But I think it's important to differentiate. Are you staying in the old because you're stuck there, because you're attached? Are you scared? Or is it because you're inspired to create something within a city? I mean, I've seen this in Berlin. It's so important. The conscious communities forming within the Berlin city that are creating, like, there is a sense of community. And this is one of the keys that we believe is part of the new earth, is the sense of community.
Yeah.
Is the sense of connection. And it's crazy, guys. When you meet other people who are at the same level of understanding what's going on, it's like we're instantly family. It's just the love is there. You don't need to like build a lot of trust, and then it's just we feel each other, and it's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, like
I like your vibe.
yeah,
let's create together.
Constant connection.
It's like family, and that's all what we see that New Earth is about. It's like that sense of love, and it's so cheesy, but that's exactly what we need, because then when we have that sense of community, we begin to feel safe, we begin to relax, and we begin to actually respect other life as well, because we are well. When I'm well, I don't want to do harm.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
People harm when they are disconnected and in pain. If you're connected and loved and well, you care.
And from care, so many things will arise. Like it's one of the most important principle of the natural law. Yeah. Nice to see you too, Shivani. I would love you to be here with us. And Sanf said, my hook is the financial stability.
Oh,
that's a big one.
That's a really big one.
I don't know if you saw our video about sustaining yourself financially in an intentional community, but we would really recommend you to go watch this video. If you just go to the channel, it will appear there for you in the top, because I think this is a really good one.
I want to say something about that, because actually our fears about money doesn't have anything to do with money, actually. It's about our sense of security. Feeling unsafe internally, feeling not free internally, feeling deficient somehow, like not good enough internally. And this is actually where the internal work needs to serve as a basis for the new earth, because if we bring our old patternings and old beliefs to the new earth, we are going to create the same thing in a different form. So we all have to do the inner work so that we can actually create something different from a different place of consciousness. So here, I would advise anybody who has this fear of not having enough money or not knowing how to create money, to look at what's the fear of feeling signature underneath that fear. Like if you would imagine the worst thing, what is it that you're really afraid of? Yeah. And then we don't have a tons of time to go into like explaining shadow work, but basically, essentially, the idea is to then heal that wounding, because all those fears and insecurities come from some kind of wounding, oftentimes around, you know, not having had enough touch or love as a baby, or not having been fed constantly as a baby. And then we are left with this sense of lack. And from that place of lack, we actually we manifest the reality of lack.
Yeah,
so we need to
so
heal
true.
that trauma so that we can begin to feel full inside of ourselves. And when we feel full, the external will respond, and we will have ideas, and we will feel safer to take risks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, there's a comment. I'm ready to go, just on the search for the right place to start. Most likely I will be a part of creating something in Turkey from the fall if everything goes as planned. Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that people are doing this all over the planet.
Amazing, Giovanni.
And the exciting thing is, you know, that because there is such a sense of family between the people who are doing this, that we will have this colorful family around the globe. In every single country, we will all have family that get each other and who are connected, who collaborate, who exchange resources, who share what works and what doesn't, who support each other through this transition.
Yeah, that's I feel like that's an amazing resource that you all have, each other. Yeah, like yesterday we're reflecting on just like a small meeting, how much skills we have, and if we just have like the ability to come together and create from that abundance of skills, we would create so much beauty and so much like really amazing things.
And this requires that each person really owns their excellence. You are needed. Whatever you bring, you are needed. Even if you don't have the practical skills, like myself. I mean, I'm pretty good with permaculture now, but you know, what I can bring is like, it's like this vision, it's togetherness, it's conflict resolution, you know, soft skills too.
Yeah,
so
everything's so important.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, Mario, the fact that some things are taken care by the city, this is the hook, right? Like building different playgrounds, building roads, etc. Lived in a remote place only with our family, and it was an issue to finance it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an actual issue because most of us still paying taxes for our income, despite that in many cases we are not living in those countries. So we are exhausting our resources by that situation and not being able to pour our money, which is our energy, in the city, in the community where we are building. So that's still a topic for many people, and yeah, it's still something that was discussed yesterday in the Greater Reset. And yeah, there is like some solution. Maybe YouTube is not the right place to mention those solutions. And yeah, I would really recommend you to check alternative media where talking about this topic is allowed. So yeah, I think it's really important. And yeah, I can see the struggle in that, and how how it won't be the same level of maybe convenient or ease. But I mean, even if you have a dirt road, it would, and it's yours and it's maintained by the community, it feels like much more freer. Like for example, in Fruit Haven in Ecuador, they built it all the road by themselves, and it was not ideal, but it felt like such a strong like feeling of autonomy, and it's really amazing.
Yeah, and also it's interesting to explore what is it behind those things that the state provides. Like, what's the feeling that you get from it? Because it's actually oftentimes it's not really about the thing; it's what it gives us. It's what need it meets. And here it might be something like, I actually feel supported. And I don't believe that I could be supported without the state.
Yeah, that's the inner work, which is
by
really
other
important.
human beings. So, because I want to challenge that thing, for example, about playgrounds. Imagine having forests where children can play. Imagine having animals around and building materials, and you know, kids being able to do things themselves, build little huts, or you know, we can build swings for them ourselves, you know. Like that for me sounds so much more exciting than like I remember myself being a kid. I didn't really like playgrounds. It was like, yeah, okay, that's like a little corner where I'm allowed to express.
Yeah.
But
Actually, yesterday, before you just came in the sharing circle, there was like somebody expressing their vision of having uh, like the forest to be the playground, and having children exploring the forest as part of the play. And I remember it resonated so much with me because one of the gathering, I went to many rainbow gatherings in the past, and one of them was like 8 hours hike in the mountain to get there, and it felt to me this is like a game, like going under the tree, going corners and climbing up and jumping over a stream and river. It's like this feels like a real playground. It feels like a computer game, but in reality. And I feel if we can give
so funny.
and if we can give children this opportunity, I think they will enjoy it way more than playground.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, this is the Mario is just saying that the roads were an issue. Sometimes we were stuck. And this is where we are so hooked in so many ways, because it's kind of like this big brother provides us everything. It's so convenient. Why would you want to go anywhere? I give you everything, you know? And it's also with this privacy topic that Ram is getting really into now. He has a Telegram channel now where he will teach people about privacy.
And the importance of it, like, oh my
Like
God,
how
guys, it's so important.
How hooked we are, you know, to, for example, Google applications. And we are like,
Google
it's so
Form.
convenient. There is no good alternatives. Oh my God, I'm just going to stay with it, you know, because it's so convenient. So there's a sacrifice in taking back our freedom and our autonomy. It does feel like a sacrifice oftentimes. There's a comment. Shivani. Is this the Shivani?
Shivani, yeah, exactly.
Oh, hey, Shivani. Oh my gosh. Nice that you're here. This is where I see myself. I probably won't have children myself, but I would love to be the creator of many different playgrounds for children in the community.
I'd love it to see you creating that. Amazing.
Yeah, inner children, inner child coming out.
Yeah.
And you know, like, I think we adults should learn to play way more. I think life should be a play where whatever we do is coming from that childlike spark of excitement. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build this. You know, like we shouldn't need to differentiate between work and play. It should be just doing. You know, doing from the heart. Doing from being. And for many people, you know, doing something practical is fun. Like I enjoyed this. I enjoyed degoogling my phone. He's like, really this is so exciting, and I'm just like, don't fry my brain. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think we're coming to the end. Guys, do you have more questions or reflections? Anything else you would like us to share about? Yeah. And I'm gonna post a link for the Greater Reset now in the chat, so you can go watch it afterwards. We're gonna start, I think they're gonna start live streaming today in about how many hours until 3? 5.5 hours. So they're gonna, it will be like late a day. 9 UK time. Yeah. 9 p.m. But I would really recommend you guys. So the link is just posted there. Go watch it with us. Or we're gonna be watching it in the venue in Mexico, and you can, it will be live streamed. So hopefully you won't miss out on so many cool stuff. And yeah. We're gonna also do a retreat in Mexico. So for those of you who are in Europe, USA, you're very welcome to come to Mexico and have a taste of the freedom we are living here. And yeah, someone's asking if you're gonna share about de-googling in the Telegram group. Yes, so I'm not gonna be teaching because it's different from a device to another, but I'm gonna give you how to learn it, and you can do it yourself. Like I'm so sold on this, and it was also a big part of the Creator Reset, like helping people getting the Googled phone, installing Linux instead of Microsoft Windows, and like it's really big, guys. Like if we know now that those guys are not trustworthy, and we know by evidence that they are collecting so much data about us, incredible amount of data. Like in Windows, for example, every letter you type,
there is some information sent to Microsoft. Why they are sending this information? Why they are tracking your location in Google phones or Mac phones? So all this question need to be considered, and yeah, it's like what they are doing with this much data. There's so much data is collecting on you. So it's at some point I feel like this device is not my device anymore. It's I'm renting this, I'm paying for this rental, and I've been used to have this device. So I start to research, and I really encourage you to go down this rabbit hole.
And we might do another video on privacy, or Ram.
Yeah, and I would recommend you to check Rob, the privacy guy on YouTube. He's really amazing. I'm gonna write his name. I might wrote it wrong, but check it out. He has so much. He has a video how to beat big tech in their game. So that's something really interesting. And it's something really easy. It's like, like veganism or like eating vegan. It's something, a small decision you make in your life to change your diet that impact your health, impact your energy level, impact the environment, impact animals. I see the same things about privacy. So really check it out. It's really powerful and important.
Siobhan is all in the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You'll come out on the other side.
Yeah. Okay, so if you have any questions, just post it very quickly. And we love seeing you guys. We love to see you in the live stream and maybe in Mexico on our retreat or online workshop, whatever feels good and right at the moment for you. There's another question. Where are you living right now in Eco Village? We are actually renting a house with our community friends, Steph and Dennis. And next step is we are now collecting information about communities that we want to visit and collect information of where we can buy the land. We feel more called to be in Mexico than Ecuador because of the restriction they had there. So I know that the restriction will come eventually in all countries, but I feel it will come very late in Mexico. So that's why we are choosing Mexico, and now we are looking for the right place. Mexico is really huge. So we're going to be visiting few eco villages in the future and connecting with the people that we get to know in the conference. And yeah, that's the plan. Yeah. You want to add something?
No, you said it all.
I said it all?
Yes.
Okay.
Much love to you guys, and I really love feeling you all here. I feel your vibration. It's really nice.
And let's raise the vibration together, guys. And remember that we have a wide blank canvas to draw our future in it, and we are all co-creating this together. So remember that no matter how dark it gets in the outside and how much this scared us, we're still having a powerful ability to create. And let's use it to create something beautiful. Love you all.
Mwah.